You know, I feel like a double idiot right now because in yesterday's video, I broke the boom arm to this microphone, and I told all of you guys to call me an idiot in the comments section down below. And you know how yesterday's video went out really late? There was a problem with editing, so I didn't see the comments of that video until like 12 hours after I'd recorded it. And I completely forgot to tell all you guys to call me an idiot, so I'm just scrolling through the comments going, wow, I'm getting a lot of hate on this video. What happened here? And then I remembered I told you guys to do that. So, yeah. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing a very long-term pattern that Bitcoin currently finds itself in. And I'm going to be talking to you guys about whether or not I think Bitcoin is going to break it to the upside or to the downside, bullish or bearish, happy or sad, yin or yang. We're going to be discussing the two sides of this coin, and we're going to be coming to a conclusion on which direction Bitcoin will be heading here over the next several weeks, as this is one of the biggest and most important breakouts that we have seen on Bitcoin since the break of $6,000. Guys, you're going to learn a lot in today's video, and I do hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, as always, consider hitting that like and subscribe button down below. It really helps out the channel when you do that, and I would be most appreciative if you did. Before we just kind of, dive right on into it, there's one thing I want to mention, and that would be the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. Guys, as you know, CT2A has been on sale this month because a lot of you guys are joining the channel and a lot of you guys are showing interest, so since you guys have been asking me to run a sale on CT2A, that is what we are doing. If you guys want to learn everything you need to know about cryptocurrency technical analysis, I highly encourage you to check us out at the link in the description down below. Use a $40 off coupon code May2020 to get $40 off at checkout. More information on that at the end of the video. By the way, we've had course-related questions in the comments over the last couple of videos. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at cryptojeb@gmail.com. It'll be much easier to respond to those in an email format rather than in the comments. But anyway, guys, without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Guys, I'm not going to pull a YouTuber scam and make you wait until like 14 minutes into the video to go ahead and show you what we're talking about. What we are discussing right now is none other than this pattern right here. As you guys can see, Bitcoin has a rough uptrend of support sitting right below it that we've been discussing over the last few videos. And now, as you guys also know, Bitcoin is testing this long-term downtrend of resistance that we have been under for all of 880 plus days. Bitcoin is still 50% retraced from the all-time high nearly 3 years later, indicating that we're far, far below the underlying intrinsic value of Bitcoin. Bitcoin stock to flow following the halving is starting to increase. Things are looking good on the fundamental side, but we've talked about that a lot in previous videos. What about this pattern? Well, guys, if we're going to look at it some kind of consolidation pattern, then obviously one of the first things we need to check is volume. Is our volume dropping off as we have moved farther into this pattern? Why, yes, in fact, it has. As you can see, the volume was relatively high here, but then after these two volume candlesticks got knocked out of this moving average, volume started to drop off, meaning that volume is starting to decline. When you're looking at a consolidation pattern as well, you want to be paying attention to what do the strength of the bulls and the bears look like. Which faction is stronger? Are the bulls stronger? Are the bears stronger? Where has the majority of the trading been taking place? On the support or the resistance? What levels of support or resistance have been broken or tested and held over the last couple of months? There's all kinds of things that we need to pay attention to, so let's break some of them down. Who's stronger right now, the bulls or the bears? Well, I'll be quite honest with you. The bulls are looking pretty strong. We've been in a very stable and sustained uptrend for the last 60 days or so. We're up 138% in the last 64 days. And as you can see, ever since we got to this long-term downtrend of resistance, we've tested it twice very quickly. But of course, you guys know I like to show both sides of the argument, so the other side of the argument would say, well, why hasn't Bitcoin been up here to test this earlier? Why is there this massive void in here? And also, that's a double top, Jeb. Isn't that bearish? Two things regarding that. First of all, there's been a massive global economic crisis that has caused Bitcoin to flash crash through the floor all the way down to $4,000. So that makes sense that there's going to be this massive void. This is not your traditional symmetrical triangle pattern. And on the point of the double top, yes, it actually is fine that Bitcoin double top there because Bitcoin is double topping not only around the flat level of resistance of $10,000, not only around that downtrend of resistance that we're looking at, but also relatively recent previous support. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We go ahead and draw a box right here. You can see that there is a massive amount of resistance in this zone starting at around $9,900 moving up to around $10,400 and bringing up the volume profile, which by the way, I'll show you how to do because some people have asked. You go to indicators and strategies, volume profile, visible range right there. Now I'm going to go over here to the gear. I'm going to go to inputs, and I'm going to select 200 for row size. That's just the one I go for. But nevertheless, looking at our VPVR, if we zoom in here, we can see that there is still a lot of VPVR resistance representing all of this trading back here sitting just above us. So it actually makes quite a lot of sense that Bitcoin would have a double top at $9,800 to $10,000 or so. It is, of course, one of the most important big evens in the history of cryptocurrencies. So with that first point out of the way, it seems to me that the bulls are much stronger than the bears right now, and quite frankly, as you'll remember, the trend is your friend until it ends. Right now, the trend is trading sideways, but that doesn't mean that the trend is over. What you always want to be doing is betting with the trend while also having a watchful, observant eye onto the horizon to see if that trend is about to change. So let's answer that question. Is the trend on Bitcoin about to change? Because right now the trend is up. If that trend continues, we're talking about a bullish breakout. Is the trend going to reverse? Let's find out. Well, guys, I will be honest with you. A lot of this rally has been driven by hype from the massively low prices. A lot of people that bought down here at $3,900, $4,000, $5,000, they are going to be in a significant amount of profit right now, and a lot of them are going to start taking profits up here. Many people that bought down here are up 100% without leverage, and you guys probably are aware that 100x leverage exists in cryptocurrencies, even 200 on some exchanges. So it's not all that surprising if some people are in 5 or 10x longs over the last 45 days are in stupid profit. Is the trend going to continue? I think the trend is looking very healthy right now, but you also want to keep in mind that the global economic situation is not really a good thing for Bitcoin. It's not really a bad thing either, but I'll be honest with you, the entire global economy being shaken the way that it is, and people being given $1,200 stimulus checks that are basically only going to cover their mortgage and nothing else, there are a lot of people that are struggling for money right now. So for us in cryptocurrency and for the whales, we're fine, but a whole third of the investors in cryptocurrency, the general retail side of the investment that might otherwise be jumping into the cryptocurrency space, that might otherwise be helping to drive a rally like this into a future bull market, it's going to be harder to tap into that pool of liquidity. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because when you build a bull market, you can't just rely on the people that are already in the space, because what a bull market is, what is it? It's a period of expansion. It's not only a period of expansion in price, it's a period of expansion in market capitalization, in liquidity, in volume, in fundamental and technical analysis. It's an expansion in the number of people in the space. In fact, if you find a chart of the number of active wallets in cryptocurrency, it looks pretty similar to the actual price action chart. So my point here with all of this is Bitcoin can look as bullish as it wants, but if there's no one to come in and kind of give reinforcements to the bulls, how far can we push? We'll find out. I think Bitcoin looks healthy right now. I think we're going to break bullish here. I'm going to be honest with you and lay my cards on the table flat, but I do want to see this whole Rona thing come to an end so that we can have some people coming back into Bitcoin. So is Bitcoin going to break bullish here, guys? I personally think it is going to, but I'm not going to make a call on how far we will break to the upside if we do break it. One thing I'm concerned about is Bitcoin breaking up here to $11,500 and then capitulating and falling over. We got above this downtrend of resistance, but it just wasn't enough. We didn't have those reinforcements for the bulls coming in from the retail side, and Bitcoin couldn't do anything with this massive rally that it has started. That does concern me, because these rallies can look as healthy as they want. All the technicals can line up all day long, but if people are in 200% profit and there's no one to come in and buy back up all that Bitcoin that people are selling at a gain, where do the bulls go? They start to lose strength. So guys, this is not me trying to spread FUD, and it certainly isn't me trying to spread FOMO. It's me trying to spread facts. That's my favorite F word, facts. Feel free to use the F word down in the comment section down below. We need more facts in this comment section. Thank you very much. Guys, the last 3 major rallies on Bitcoin have seen Bitcoin rally to around $10,000. We've seen that happen 3 times now. If Bitcoin breaks above that and breaks that trend, that is going to be a very bullish thing long term. But whether or not that can immediately develop into a new bull market is yet to be determined. We are looking at a golden cross coming in relatively soon, probably in the next 3 to 4 days. But, of course, golden crosses are only as valid as the fundamental analysis will allow them to be. Take this golden cross, for example, that happened, and it should have launched Bitcoin into a rally, but we were having a healthy correction, and then the Corona news came on out and decided to crash the market. Always remember, guys, technical analysis can say whatever it wants. Fundamental analysis can say whatever it wants. Your oracle, your crystal ball, the almanac that Doc Brown brought back from 2015 can say whatever it wants. But at the end of the day, it doesn't actually matter. What matters is how many people are buying, how much are they buying, and how many people are selling and how much are they selling. That's literally the only thing that moves the markets. Technical analysis, fundamental analysis, people doing palm reading, that stuff is a way of coming to some conclusion about where the market is going and predicting what the traders are going to do, but at the end of the day, it's in the hands of the traders. That's why math psychology is so important, and that's why I think it's so important to make that point, because a lot of people think that technical analysis is foolproof. I've never once claimed that technical analysis is foolproof, but it is the best way to understand markets, and it does tend to be accurate. And by tend to be accurate, I mean 90% of the time. If you understand the TA, you'll understand what the market's going to do. So guys, I want to touch on something that I discussed in yesterday's video. I talked about vision, and I talked about how if you want to go to Bakersfield, California, and some of you guys were like, why Bakersfield? It was literally the first town that popped into my head. I don't know why. Never been to Bakersfield. Probably will never go to Bakersfield. Hopefully. But as I was saying, if you want to get to Bakersfield, California, for whatever reason, you got to have a vision of where you're going so you know how to get there. If you have a road map, you can get to a destination, but if you don't know where you're going, there's a lot of different directions you can go using that road map. And over the last couple of months, I've really been having a problem with dreaming, which is similar to vision. Guys, I've always differentiated dreams and goals. As far as I'm concerned, a goal is something that you are confident that you can actually hit. If you have a goal, I think I've talked about this on a video before, a goal is to hit a certain sales figure. A goal is to have a certain amount of Bitcoin. A goal is to find a girlfriend. A goal is to have 3 kids before you're 50. A goal is to shave 30 seconds off your mile time. A goal is supposed to be understandable. A goal is supposed to be something that you can actually see yourself getting to, but a dream is a little bit different. You see, a dream has 2 things that differentiate it between a goal. A dream is normally something that's a long way off in the future, and a dream is also something that you have some doubt in your mind, either a little bit or a lot of bit, that you can actually accomplish it. MLK said he had a dream because he didn't know exactly how that dream was going to come to fruition. It wasn't a goal, it was a dream because it seemed like it was so far away. It's of my opinion that if you are actually destined to be someone in the world, and if you really are going to actually do something that you say you're going to do. Let's say you want to be a world-class astrophysicist. Let's say you want to be an astronaut. Let's say you want to be a billionaire. You want to be president. If you want something like that bad, there's a little pilot light inside of you. If you don't know what a pilot light is, look it up. There's a little pilot light inside of all of you. I have it too. And that pilot light, no matter what you do, it cannot be extinguished. It might get small and small and small. It might be tiny. It might be infinitesimal. You might not even be able to see it or feel it, but it'll still be there. If you're actually the person to do what you say you're going to do, and you're actually determined and you're actually hell-bent on doing whatever dream you have, that pilot light will never be put out. Dreams are what fuel that pilot light to grow into an inferno. If you want to actually do something with your life, then you have to have that fire in you. Why do people say that he has the fire in him? Why do people say they have a fire in their heart or in their eyes or in the way they speak? There's a fire to it. The reason they say it is because that fire is being fueled. Now, you might have jerry-rigged a pilot light with a natural gas line so that you always have a little bit of a spark under your campfire in the backyard so that you can make a fire if you ever want to. But if you don't fuel that fire, there's never going to be anything more than the light. And that pilot light itself won't do anything. It's just a spark. Dreams are things that you think are unattainable. Dreams are things that you don't even have any idea how you're going to get there. But my friends, dreams are one of the most important things in your entire toolkit for attaining whatever it is you want to do. My father once told me never stop dreaming because if you ever stop dreaming, there's no hope of getting there. And I'm paraphrasing, by the way. If you guys want to be successful in cryptocurrency, if you want to be successful in business, if you want to be successful in medical, if you want to be successful and go into the Air Force, if you want to be successful and be an astronaut, if you want to be the president, if you want to be the prime minister, if you want to be a diplomat, if there's something you want to do and you don't know how you're going to do it and it's a dream, don't stop dreaming, because those dreams and the visceral feeling you get when you're in those dreams are the only thing that's ever going to make it even remotely possible that you'll do what you want to do. And if it's who you are, it's going to be very hard to have a happy, contented life if you're not chasing that dream. Believe me, I am speaking from a lot of experience on that one. So guys, with that said, I want you to go down in the comment section. I want you to tell me, what is your dream? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to be in 5, 10, 20, 30 years? What do you want to do with your life? Maybe you're a parent. What are your dreams for your kids? What are your dreams for your spouse? What are your dreams for your family? What are your dreams? I want to hear about them because a lot of people say, oh, stop dreaming. That's never going to happen. Forget them. The only people who say that are the people that have given up on their dreams, and I don't believe in failure because you only fail when you quit trying, and I don't ever plan on doing that. Don't ever let someone who has given up on their dream try and make you do the same, because they screwed up, and they're trying to make you do the same and drag you down to their level so that they can be happy that there's more people down there with them. Tell me about your dreams in the comment section down below. I would love to hear about them. But anyway, guys, before we go, I am going to go ahead and mention the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. Look, guys, I'm going to be straight up with you. I think you guys know that I take my integrity very seriously at this point. I'm just going to lay it to you flat. If you want to learn everything you need to know about technical analysis, the link's in the description down below. CT2A is going to be an invaluable resource on your journey to becoming an expert technical analyst and trader. It's going to take time. It's going to take work. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not going to happen overnight, guys. You know what they say. Every overnight success story had 10 years of long, hard nights. leading up to it. I'm not going to come in front of you and tell you that cryptocurrency technical analysis is going to be the easiest thing you've ever done, but I will tell you this, it is a good idea to learn it. I've spent the last 3 years every single day working in these markets, making these videos, making profit in these markets, and learning about myself and about finances. Two of the most important things you will ever learn in your life, yourself and finances. I have been taught so much through the cryptocurrency space and through all of the other research I've done on top of the cryptocurrency space, where the cryptocurrency space motivated me to do it in the first place. Let me tell you something. I wouldn't have even discovered my dream if it weren't for crypto. I wouldn't have even known what that pilot light was for. It would have been sitting there, I'd be in my 50s, and I'd be like, what is this? There's something inside of me, and it's supposed to be doing something. I don't know what it is. Cryptocurrency made me realize that I'm a businessman and an entrepreneur at heart, and I want big things. I want to do great things. I want to help millions of people. I want to sell books and run companies and give away tons of money. And I wouldn't have ever learned about that if it weren't for cryptocurrency. Guys, I'm here to tell you that cryptocurrency changed my life, and it can change yours too. I know that sounds salesy. I know that sounds sleazy. I know you've heard that 1,000 times on all of these ads on YouTube with people sitting in front of their Lamborghini that they rented for the day and their stack of fake money that they bought down at the thrift store. I understand that. But I'm also here to tell you that it's true. Cryptocurrency might not be it for you, but I think it's worth giving it a try. I am so invariably glad that I did. Guys, if you want to learn more about cryptocurrency, if you want to learn more about trading and investing and profiting in these markets, the link to CT2A is in the description down below. There is a 14-day money-back refund guarantee. Hit the button down below, make an account, go through the checkout process, hit enroll, and when you get on that page, go ahead and type in the coupon code field, May 2020, you'll get $40 off at checkout. You can pay with credit card or PayPal, and yes, by the way, we do accept Bitcoin payments. Shoot us an email at cryptojeb@gmail.com if you'd like to do that. I'm more than happy to accommodate for that. Start going through the course, start learning all of this. There's 35 videos and over 10 hours of content, and you can ask any one of our 1,500 students whether or not it's a good investment. We've had them talking about it in the comment section in the Discord server, which, by the way, I knew the link was invalid. I'm going to fix that for today's video. Guys, I wouldn't be able to sleep with myself at night if I was selling a product every day that I knew didn't work. And the fact of the matter is, it does. I have seen testimony after testimony. If you'd like to find out, use the link down below. But guys, that is going to wrap it out for this video. Before we go though, again, I do just want to thank you guys for watching. We've been growing so much over the last couple of months, and I'm really excited about that. We've been working on the channel here for 3 years, and the thing is, it's really hard sometimes to understand what the efforts of your labor today are going to be in 3 years or 4 years or 5 years or 10 years. And I didn't know when we had 20 subscribers, and I made that decision while I was running a cash register at Barnes & Noble Santa Fe, that making a video every single day, I remember it. I was checking someone out. They were going through my line buying some school books, and I decided, because I was off in my own world thinking about the channel when I was running the register, and I was thinking, you know what, if I make a video every single day for a year on this channel, I wonder what would happen. That was literally the best decision of my life, bar none. There has not been a better decision to date. I'm sure there will be, and probably having to do with family or relatives or whatever, but so far, that has literally been the best decision of my entire life. And it wouldn't have been the best decision of my entire life if you guys hadn't have helped along with the journey. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you do, as always, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Hopefully I'll meet all of you guys one day. We'll have some kind of big meetup after all this is over. I'll get to meet you guys in person. I've only met one of you so far. That was Max, who 3D printed my old logo. Thank you, Max. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it out. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.